So
exam
over
is on
there you
March
can take off.
22nd only now. So still 2 months are there to revise completely.
Yes. So what we will do, like after that, you can like once your moral exams get started. So I will take your regular class from today onwards, like from tomorrow onwards. Let's plan like that. Okay. So that after that you can take off. Okay. Because first is your economics, right?
Ma'am, for board exam?
No, 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 no. For the moral exams.
Yeah, for model exam, first is economics, ma'am.
So yeah, when you have your board exam date for economics.
Ma'am, that I'm not sure, but wait, let me just check, ma'am. It's right here on my table. So
Okay.
economics, 18th March.
18th March. Still we have 1 month.
Yes,
Like
yes,
two
yes.
months, you
Ma'am,
would
but
say.
the problem is that my marketing exam is on 16th. So only 17th is there for economics.
Oh, so from when your exams are starting, board exam?
Now my board exam, first exam is on 22nd February, English.
Okay, and after that?
Ma'am, after that, 16th March, marketing.
Okay, so what we are going to do, we will only get the time in between, second and
Yes,
this,
yes, ma'am. In
right?
time in
Because I
between, we'll
won't be
have
disturbing
24
you.
days, ma'am.
Yes, I won't be disturbing you on your exams like 2 or 3 days before your English exam as well because I want you to invest there, right?
Yes, yes.
And so marketing, I will manage like this only. That in between the gap you are getting, so we will manage like that only. And marketing, I will give you 2 days off. Okay, so that accordingly we can
Okay, okay,
manage it.
ma'am.
So just share me the date sheet and everything so that I can make my plans.
Yes, yes.
Right.
I'll share it now after the class, ma'am. So
Yes.
yeah, one more thing, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, this 21st, ma'am, I've told you about one university I'm applying to, right, ma'am? Christ University, Bangalore.
Yes. No, I think you
Yeah,
didn't
ma'am. So,
inform.
oh yeah, ma'am. This I told you long ago, ma'am. I
Yes,
think
yes,
that
long
it's
ago. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so basically that college's application and all started, ma'am. So I applied and all that. So for NRI 21st January, there is entrance test, ma'am.
Okay, so entrance test would be your online or how?
Yeah, entrance test is online, ma'am, for us. So that, and then in between my model exam 26, I have to go to Bahrain. You've heard of Bahrain, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes. Got it, got it.
Yeah, so it's a neighboring country of Saudi Arabia. It's
Yes.
just two
Hmm.
hour drive from here. So I have
Hmm.
to go there for like personal interview or offline personal interview and all that, ma'am.
Okay. So what is your syllabus for that university? Like, did you got that?
Yes, ma'am. So basically, there is English, so that's okay. And
Hmm.
then there is general knowledge.
Hmm.
Then there is reasoning,
Hmm.
and then there is fundamental accounting, and that is basics of accounting.
Okay.
And then there is mathematics. Mathematics is mainly till class 10 only, ma'am. So I have to like revisit that
Yeah,
topics also.
yeah, that's to be
Yeah.
fine.
Ma'am,
Just
and then
hmm.
data analysis and interpretation, ma'am. So there are 6 topics, each 20 marks.
Okay. So they would have given you a broad syllabus as well.
No, ma'am, nothing broad. Only this is the rough thing, ma'am.
Okay, because just look at the sample papers because the reasoning and mathematics, though you are looking for that, they will be giving you 10th
Yes, yes,
basis,
yes, yes, ma'am.
but they give you the mathematics and all that of the competitive level. Even
Yes,
when I
yes, yes,
am
ma'am.
applying for UPSC, over there also it's mentioned the maths would be for 10th level, but they are giving it something very high level, right? Though they mentioned it, they never ask you what is the area of this. No, they ask you some different question. Like for
Yes,
example,
ma'am.
someone is taking 12 hours to complete this work. If three people will do it together, how much they will take like this, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And the
So I
speed
have
of
to
the
look into
trade.
all that.
Yes, so just do one thing. I'll just help you in this as well. Just do one thing,
Ma'am, this general knowledge part mainly, ma'am. If you have any material on general knowledge of India's uh, recent history and
Hmm.
all that, ma'am, because
Okay.
you are preparing for UPSC, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes. So do one thing. Just do me a favor. Just do one thing. Just find out one sample paper. Okay.
Okay, okay,
So that
okay.
I can have a look how they are asking. General this GK question also is not something. They are of different types. In some examinations, like for UPSC, they don't ask you who wrote this book, who wrote that book. No, they ask you general questions like for example, Neuralink, what is Neuralink, and how what is that, and like that question. Instead of asking who got this, who wrote this book, who is the writer of this book, they ask you what is this, law commission, like this question they ask in UPSC, right? But in some, like when you go for SSC and all that, there they ask you who wrote this book, who won the man of the match in World Cup, who won, like that. Okay, so their pattern
Yes,
is
ma'am. Yes.
right. So just give me the sample paper. I'll analyze it how they are asking, so that accordingly I'll plan the things to you, and accordingly I'll provide you the material. Right?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I would have an idea which type of questions they are asking for GS, like for general knowledge, and accordingly I'll give you the data and you can prepare it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Hmm. So just when you have your exam, 23rd.
This is on 21st, ma'am, and then economics is on 23rd.
No, this entrance one.
Ma'am, that's on 21st
21st of January.
January. Yes, ma'am. So
Oh.
only 7 days left.
Okay. So we'll just plan it accordingly. Okay. Just share. Just today, do one thing. Now make a sheet, take a paper, and over there write all the important dates of yours and send it to me. Okay. So that
Okay, okay,
accordingly
ma'am.
I can have a look and I can even prepare something for you, like a timetable types, how you are going to manage. Okay.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Yes, I need like timetable, ma'am, because little
Yes.
management issue is there now, ma'am.
Yes. So just share. Just make a take a piece of paper after the class and just write important dates over there. Right? So that accordingly I can plan
Okay,
and I
ma'am.
can give you the time scale where you have to prepare for other subject as well. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay. So just, hmm,
we wrote till sectoral contribution of GDP, ma'am, share of agricultural sector. So in that last pointers that I have to write now.
we wrote this.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
okay, this one, na? This one. Okay, write it down.
Ma'am, I finished writing.
Okay. Now after this, in this development of India, China, and Pakistan with respect to human development, right? So human development, they have different this human development index. The values are given, rank, this is given, life expectancy. So whenever they ask you human development, all these factors come. Okay, so you have to just remember that these are the factors that come under this. Okay, so when we compare all this thing, then China is moving ahead of India and Pakistan. This is true for many indicator of human development. Income indicator, when you compare the income, right? In their income indicator such as GDP per capita, promotion of the proportion of population below poverty, and health indicators such as mortality rate, access to sanitation, adult literacy rate, life expectancy, malnutrition, nourishment, and all that. Then Pakistan is ahead of India in reducing proportion of people below the poverty line and also its performance in sanitation. Right? For proportion of people below the international poverty rate, this per day, India has the largest share of poor among the three countries. Okay. Then next, neither of two countries, India and Pakistan, have been able to save women from the maternal mortality. Then in China, for 1 lakh birth, only 27 women die, whereas in India and Pakistan, about 178 and 174 women die respectively. Clear? Then the next
Yes.
comes is the liberty. This was human development indicator, right? Now there is a liberty indicator, right? So liberty indicator, ma'am, what is this? So the human development indicator gives above all the extremely important indicator. These are not sufficient. Along with this, we also need to understand the liberty indicator. So no need to write all this. You will write this definition that liberty indicator are those indicators which represent the degree of social and political freedom to individual countries. Right? Example, a measure of the extent of democratic participation in the social and political decision making. Right? In your country, the common people, they should have this power to participate in the political decision making. Second, over here, protection to given to rights of the citizen. Like in India, we have fundamental rights, and there is a basically security given to people. Next, a measure of extent of constitutional protection of the independence of the judiciary and the rule of law. There should be an independent judiciary. Like for example, somebody did wrong, we should can go to court,
Yes.
Supreme Court, and all that, and they should be independent, right? Plus rule of law. Rule of law means everybody should be equal in front of law, right? So without
Yes, ma'am.
including these, like these things, and giving them overriding importance in the list, the constructions of the Human Development Index may be said to be incomplete and is usefulness limited. Clear? For example, over here you gave everything, right? But still, there is no liberty for the people. Your Human Development Index and all that is very good, right? Still, there is no liberty to the people. So automatically, what happens? There is no use. Fine. So what you are going to do, you are just
Yes,
going
ma'am.
to first do this development of India, put the heading, and then you will write some selected indicator of human development are this. Just write the names. Clear? And then write the
Yes.
explanation that this is the scenario. Okay, so in case if they ask you for the 1 marker, what are the selected indicator of human development? Right? So you can write among this like human development index, rank based on SGI and all that. Okay.
Yes. Ma'am, the data is not required, right, ma'am?
No, the data is not required, only the names. Okay,
Yes.
just write the heading, some selected indicator of human development 2016 and 17 and write this.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. Ma'am, I finished. Ma'am, I wrote this, ma'am. Ma'am, I wrote this, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will be doing the next one. Development strategy and appraisal. Okay. So it is a common. Okay. Now it is a common to find development strategy of a country as a model of other for lesson and guidance for their own development, right? So why you are doing this? Because you have to find, for example, when you see somebody else progress and you ask them what is the strategy you followed, you can improve yourself as well, right? So it is particularly evident after the introduction of the reform process in different parts of the world. In order to learn from economic performance of our neighboring country, it is necessary to have an understanding of the roots of their success and failure. It is necessary to distinguish between and contract the different phases of this strategy. That's why we are studying the development strategy in this chapter. Okay. So you will write the heading, why development strategies are important. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. So, and full paragraph I have to write, ma'am.
Yes. The question will be why
Okay.
development strategies of different countries are important. Or you can write why to know about the development strategies of different countries is important in Indian economy.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I wrote this.
Okay. So now after this, we don't have much time, but let's just discuss it. Okay. Development strategies of China. Okay. So first of all, you know that in China they adopted the structural reform, right? So over here, China did not have any compulsion to introduce reform as dictated by the World Bank and International Monetary Fund to India, right? So the new leadership at that time in China was not happy with the slow pace of growth and lack of modernization in Chinese economy under the Maoist rule. There was a leader known Maoist, right? That they felt that Maoist vision of economy development based on decentralization, self-sufficient, and summing of foreign technology, goods, and capital had failed. Whatever policies he invented or whatever policies he introduced, they all led to the failure. So that's why they were not interested in his strategies. Despite extensive land reform, collectivism, the Great Leap Forward, and other initiatives, the per capita grain output in 1978 was the same as it was in the mid 1950s. Clear? So this is what, and after that, like in the next class, we'll just start from here. Like what were the very factors that led to rapid growth in economy? Because right now, if you compare Indian economy, Chinese economy, and Pakistan, China is at top, right? Leading economy in the world, right? So what were the reasons that led to the
Yes,
rapid
ma'am.
growth? Though they everyone got the independence, and in starting also